Did I? Are we done? Are we done? I mean, I have a horde of alien group cheers, things, supporters. Okay, yeah, Marin's in a white dress. We're done with the game. That's clearly, you know, end of level stuff. What?
You've gone local on me. I kind of like it.
Oh, here we. Oh, and the race of humanity will begin anew. Oh my, yeah, okay. Oh, you know, just getting over the death of your fiance. You moved on quick, Gideon.
Is it going to be hard leaving so soon, Enorum? It seems as though we just arrived.
It is always difficult to leave my home, Exalted One. But the home I
I'll
leave
boost
now
this a
is
little bit.
very different from the Aurelia I left to find you.
How so?
It is a place filled with hope. Never before have my people stood so united. The possibilities spread out before us seem limitless. We need to be down to the envoy vessel shortly, my friend, so I'd better go and make some final assignations. If you'll excuse me.
Did he really just call us friends?
I thought my translator had gone buggy.
I wonder what this Galactic Senate is going to be like. It seems like I'm still getting used to the strangeness of this world.
I don't know. Norm said that there are some races out there that even make the Seekers look tame.
Is
Oh,
it too
great.
late to change my flight?
Hey, come on, no worries, man. You happen to be traveling with someone who can shoot fire out of his hands.
Oh, Gideon. There's something I've been wanting to tell you.
Oh, what is it?
Well, you're not the only demigod on this flight.
See now. That's cool. But why didn't you use it earlier? What am I looking at? Oh, is it that one of their ships? And credits. All right. So I seem to recall there is a final scene that we will see in a little bit, but yeah, that. Also, what's going on with the loading his images here? I felt like that. Did that? I'll have to go back in. I feel like that galaxy on the right just popped in. In any event. Yeah, so that's Advent Rising. A bit of an odd tone to go out on because... You know what also occurs to me, and now that I think about it, is there was no major big boss throughout this entire thing. You know, the Seekers were clearly our enemy from start to finish, but we never had, like, a person that was, like, the head honcho or, like, the main alien or whatever it was, which I find kind of odd. You know, particularly for a story with such such a narrative focus. Huh. So I'm wondering if it makes sense, like, if this game were to get a redesign, which I would love, hint hint to any game designers out there, if this was to get a redesign, if it makes more sense to have some sort of big baddie to focus on. Because, I mean, boss fight wise, we had so we had the Skinwalker, which I love the concept, it's just the execution was a little weird. Hang on, I'm gonna take a swig of water. We had the loading. We had the whatchamahoozy, the oh my my god, I'm blank. We had the sort of mercenary thing, which I'm pretty sure was a bit. Hey, it was Will Friedle. I called that. Awesome. Oh, we also played Counselor Savan. Maybe they put a little like a audio thingy on there. What was I saying? Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that mercenary like influenced the concept for the Turians in Mass Effect. Sneaky suspicion. But yeah, so we had Skinwalker, we had mercenary girl. I don't recall like any other major boss fights in this game, and they were all weird in like how to execute them. I'm gonna the volume's not doing too bad. I'm just gonna lower it just a smidge. There we go. So yeah, again, a lot of good things about this game. Like the powers are interesting. The whole concept is awesome. I love the colors. I love the models. I love the ideas. In terms of like story stuff, like again, the premise for the story is great. But the way it was played out was a little weird. I'm wondering if they had issues with technology or like cutscene. Hold on. Oh, a little bit of frame stuttering. That's okay.
The Senate recognizes Commander Enorum Tensper, envoy from the client world Aurelia.
Members of the Senate,
Oh, that's kind of
I
cool.
have come before you today with news that is both shocking and unavoidable. The Enkul have been carrying out a program of systematic genocide for eons against a race that is both defenseless and unaware. A race which has long been thought as nothing more than myth and superstition. This race we know as human.
These charges are serious and damaging, envoy. You had better provide ample and undeniable proof of these heinous accusations.
Members of the Senate, I present to you a spokesman. The human Gideon Wyeth.
Oh, what's up with his walk though? It's like
I am here to accuse the
Oh, hey,
Seekers of
new look.
destroying my world. I was witness to their bloody arrival on Edumea, their deliberate and directed murder of my fellow people, and the complete eradication of my...
This is simply unbelievable! These charges are preposterous! The Seekers are responsible for the sapiency of many of us in this very room.
I recommend that you use your vaunted sapiency, Senator, for this data is undeniable.
The Enkul have requested the floor, as is the right of the accused. Senator Mega, how do you wish to respond to this?
These ridiculous and obviously fabricated accusations are unworthy of a response.
a well-spoken one.
The evidence is in front of us all, Senator. If you wish to debate its authenticity, then provide us with your counterproof. You and your race stand on the brink of being accused of the greatest crime in the history of civilization.
Get him.
I will ask you one more time, Senator.
Hello, brother.
Ethan.
Oh, I do remember this part.
This drama has gone on for long enough. You look upon a true human, my children. The collective history, the countless religions, all bear witness to me. You know this to be true. The beauty of my divine form has been worshipfully rendered by your artists since time immemorial. This small, hairy thing which stands before you today is the pathetic remnant.
Oh, he's been borged.
It's
part of the collective.
Worship me and my kind. They even dare to emulate our divine forms. This crude blasphemy, this sacrilege, is too warrant for us to allow. They will warn, they will commend. But still, these arrogant fools ignore our counsel. and faithful Enco, whom you aptly herald Seekers, and commanded them to clean this arrogant race from off the face of our galaxy. I come here before you today to absolve them of their crimes. I come for another reason as well, my children. To return from the shadows of power. To retake our throne of stars. And to rule our scattered children once more. Rejoice, my children. For your gods have returned.
No! This is a lie! I have seen the true power of humanity. This creature intends to deceive us. No! No!
Oh boy. I'm gonna lower the volume because it's gonna get loud probably. And it's loading. Okay, okay, alright, what are we doing? Hi, shield. All the shields, I suppose. I will say, this is pretty cool having a... Oh, you're dodgy. Let's also do one of these. What is that? Marin, are you chucking fireballs? Whoa, hey now. Whoa, what are you doing? Is that doing anything to you? Bro, come on. Oh, don't tell me I have to chuck rocks at you again. Alright, okay, hold on. Seriously, if I have to use this stupid ability. Oh, it won't let me apparently? Alright, I can't tell. What are you doing? Nope, nope, nope. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Whoa, okay. That also blew up my shield. That's not good. What it... Oh my god, game, you cannot... You just had to just... Alright, I may have to use a gun here. I know, unheard of in this game. Alright, hold on. Oh, okay, alright. Get... Oh, come on, dude. What happened to... Oh... I threw my gun? How did I throw my gun? I've literally never been able to do that before. Marin, would you just hit him? No, you and your crazy ball of death. Cool. Can I get a gun? Thank you. Oh, and you have a shield. That's great. Alright, alright. Ethan, we were so close. What happened, man? Oh, did he take it out of my hands? Maybe that's what he did. Oh, maybe I have to bounce his thing back at him. Okay. Let's try that out. Yeah, come on, Ethan. Oh, well, come on. That didn't even hit me. Oh. Just eat ice bolts. Jeez, what else can I do? Oh, he's doing the thing. He's doing the thing. Come on, Ethan. Chuck the ball. This is like some Legend of Zelda stuff. Yeah! Okay, now let's hit him with the shatter. Whoa, he's doing it again. Oh, we're playing. Yes, this is Legend of Zelda. We gotta Ganondorf it. I gotta reflect it back at him. Come on, Ethan. You know you want to do it. Yeah, we'll just fire one at him just for good measure. It's literally not doing anything to him. See, again, nowhere else in the game did I have to do this. So it's like, why? Oh, did that work? Hey, awesome. Hit him with all the things. Hit him with all the things, Gideon. Whoa. He did not like that at all. Maybe more surge? More surge seems to help. Or I don't know what else to do. Have a grenade. Have a grenade. Got to melee. Oh, I can't melee him. I'm very confused. Advent Rising, you had to throw me one more curveball. Okay, here we go. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do it. All right, hiya, hiya. You know, my Marin is just chucking fireballs at the ground for whatever reason. Hiya. Oh, do I have to chuck rocks at him? Oh, you've got to be kidding. Why are you putting such an emphasis on the rocks, Advent Rising? Oh, this is so... See, now this is silly. Like, you literally spend all your time boosting up all these powers, and at the very end, you have to throw rocks at him. Okay. Target him. Oh, this is unbelievable. I mean, it's working. Apparently his weakness is rock. Great. Oh, hold up. I'm gonna prepare this. You're doing a thing. Oh, yep, you did a thing. Hold on, I gotta get Surge back here. Oh, I thought he was doing the thing again. Oh, man, but this is so, like... I love the idea of having an after cutscene game. Like, that's a cool idea, admittedly. Can I throw these guys at you? Oh, now... Okay, well, at least I get maximum damage. Final two abilities, folks. Surge and Lift. Just like... Oh, nope, nope. Oh, jeez. Well, come on. Yeah, here we go. All for the money.
You have the face of someone I once loved, but you are not him.
I mean, it's a halfway decent line. Okay, do something cool, Advent Rising. Please.
I tire of this. Give my regards to Oblivion.
No, I don't want to. What? Whoa. What? What is going on? What are you doing? Whoa. What is this new power? What? I didn't get to use it. But again, what? Whoa! What? Wait, whoa, what? Oh, I remember this. Well, Marin, it's all up to you. You were absolutely useless in the fight. I'm sorry, but you threw fireballs at the ground. Again. What? Oh, I remember this. Divine being dies of cold. Oh, I'm playing? What? What is this? See, I have a new thing, but it won't. What is this? Objective, and you won't give me. You don't give me access to powers. Advent Rising, what are you doing to me? Oh, okay. Yeah, and we're slowly dying. Uh-huh. It says 100? I get it. I'm going to drop to 0, and something's going to happen. And I think I remember what it is, but we'll see. Oh, we're going to talk some more when this is done. Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. Don't remember you. I thought you were human.
Come with me, human. There is much to be done.
Okay. I've put the controller down. Okay. We beat Advent Rising. And I don't feel happy about it. Okay, so few issues with that final confrontation. That's literally the third boss fight of the entire game. I don't know how many hours this game is. I think it's 10 to 12, but so it's like every 6 hours or something we get a boss fight. Which, alright, that's something to be said about pacing, but so I really love the idea of, you know, having an after credits gameplay. You know, I think that's a super cool idea. And we saw our brother, he was like all borged up where he had like the glowy eyes. Like, I don't think he was like being controlled, possibly by the Seekers. Like, there's a lot of really cool questions there, game lore wise and story. So there's a lot of really cool implications. But, and this is a but, they had me rely on Lift to damage a super powerful being, and he can block everything else. So it's just like, he can block ice shards, he can block fire bolts, he can block bullets, he can block grenades, he can block my surge, but he can't block a rock. So what? It's just like, what is going on? I mean, granted, we had him weakened after, and that's another thing. Like, so we had to use Surge to bounce back. I'm gonna lower this just a smidge here. We also had to bounce back his like ball attack thing, which is cool, but we literally never done it anywhere else in the game. I had to figure that out on the fly, so that feels a little cheap. And like, I don't think. I don't want to start the game again just to look at the powers, but I don't think Surge said anything about blocking like energy blast. So there's parts of the game where they introduce this new mechanic to you, but they don't give you time to experiment with it, which is like pretty important. You can't just spring it on the player and then have it in this super tense moment. So that's just not great. Then we get, at the very end of the game, we get a new crazy superpower, which again, it was very cool, because we basically said, you know what? You had the face of somebody I loved, but you're not them, and then you crush them. A great moment. But, one, we literally, like, I had no idea that, I had to, like, target the power. I didn't know what was going on. It felt like I didn't activate it. I didn't get to end the scene at all. I wish they gave us a little bit more time to play around with that power, whatever it was. Like, maybe, like, he relocated, we got to use it on a few enemies, and then we do a final confrontation. Like, I think that could have been a little bit changed up, which is cool. Also, gotta fix Marin's AI. You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with a damsel in distress, you know, or a guy in distress, vice versa, whatever role you want to put that on, whatever character, because, you know, regardless of, you know, the character themselves, there are some characters that are going to be very strong, very straightforward, and there are going to be other characters that are maybe not combat-based. Their character needs to make sense from start to finish. You know, and having Marin, she's this obvious, very cool, very capable person. Like, she survived a bombardment of her planet. She defended her ship from a bunch of people before they boarded. She's really good with pistols. And she's, we basically just say that she is, you know, no longer capable, because she, at one of the ending scenes, she basically faints in Gideon's arms. So that completely goes against her character. Like, I don't think she would, not that, I think if there's like if the two spent time together, you know, and they got closer, which, you know, there's definitely an implication there, then, you know, that would have made sense for the story if she, like, got in serious trouble, but we never saw it happen, you know, and I think Marin would prefer to stand on her 2 feet than, like, be the damsel in distress. It was just kind of, like, put there because, you know, which, that felt really lame. And then the final boss, like, she's running around in a dress, which, okay, it's not a bad thing, but, you know, again, that doesn't seem to suit her character. Like, it seems like she would only, granted, we haven't gotten to know Marin for that long, but it seems like the dress would have been, like, for specific special occasions. I think, like, Gideon got a really cool, like, crazy suit. I think Marin could have gotten a cool crazy suit, and I think it would have been a lot better if she, like, gave us hints about what to do and how to fight Ethan, and who she would have no idea who that would be at the time. And, you know, just how you want to, you know, use her for her character, you know, why it's like, it's a whole 180 on, like, what she does, and at the very end she's just chucking fireballs at the ground, and that's a programming thing, but I think Marin could have been a much more important character than the game made her out to be. We also never saw her, like, fix the ship. We never, like, escaped with her from the volcano, so that's a whole other angle. You know, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. It's like, it's just, she was just placed there to just save, you know. And again, if it fits the character, sure. I mean, there have been, you know, princesses and towers that need rescuing from folklore for ages, but, you know, if you're going to set her up as a really, like, capable character, keep that consistent. You know, don't just have her becomes a damsel in distress because, you know, we need it. So that's another part of the story that didn't make 100% sense. Like, so there's that. There's, like, the really weird boss fights. I'm trying to think of what else in the end there. Like, in terms of that ending scene as well, where Gideon is walking through the snow, you know, and he is slowly losing consciousness. I think it's definitely an interesting moment because he is essentially, you're walking through the cold and you're basically, there's nothing you can do. It's a very big feeling of hopelessness. And having that as literally the final playable moment of your game it's not a lot of fun. I think it's a really interesting thing to do. I just think having it as the final part of the game is not great. Again, they wanted to like leave it on this momentous moment, but you know, unfortunately, we only got one game in the series here. So it's just like I get what they were trying to do, but it's just like implementation was again not ideal. So at the time when I played this, it was amazing because I don't think I saw a plot twist of that type before in a game. Like you usually see that kind of thing in movies, at least none that I can recollect. So it definitely stood out at the time. And, you know, I still had a lot of fun with this when I was younger because it was doing a lot of, like, interesting things. But looking back on it today, there's a lot of faults with it. You know, but I still had fun. And one of the things that I can honestly say with this game, I'm going to lower this down just a little bit more, is I appreciate playing it again now that I'm older because I can... One, when you're playing a new game, like sometimes the novelty of it all can like overwhelm you, and despite like all the flaws which we see now because, you know, it's been 10 15 years or whatever it's been, it's a lot easier to see, and I can also experience it firsthand and say, okay, this is why we don't do this anymore. So yeah, I think despite the fact that we kind of ended not on a sour note, but it wasn't the best note to end on, I still had a lot of fun playing this. Again, it's got its flaws, it's got its issues, but I still really appreciate, you know, the work that went into this and like to the overall like influence it had in other games. I'm pretty darn sure this influenced Mass Effect. You know, and other games of the sci-fi space opera genre. You know, I keep saying it, but they nailed the actual, like, the feel of the world and like the lore and all that stuff. It's just gameplay wise, they didn't balance a ton of things. Again, I would be curious to talk to the director to see like what happened, you know, from their own experiences, because I'm like was it like testing? Was it just like issues with the Xbox at the time? Did they lose data midway, so they had to redo things? You know, did a concept not like go through properly? So there's a bunch of stuff that could potentially happen behind the scenes. But anyway, I think I have flabbergasted enough about that. So thank you for joining me. We're probably going to end a half hour early, and I'll be back on the Twitches a little bit later. So yeah, thank you for joining me. This was Advent Rising, and yeah, I got to figure out what game I'm going to do in the 11 a.m. slot going forward. But regardless, thank you for joining me and on this sometimes frustrating journey, and maybe I'll see you